Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is a late night session for those who are watching live of Arthur Chain Podcast. This is Mister Sapiosexual and my co-host.
You already know it's your boy BheeYou, because that's all you gotta motherfucking do.
Absolutely. And tonight we have Durham on no other than Mr. Larry the Poet, or AKA the Poet East Wizard. Let's bring him up to the stage, man. This is part 2. Let's get it.
You're
It's the poet that you know it.
what's goody?
What's good? How your day been, man?
Oh, been pretty smooth. I can't complain too much.
Busy week?
Definitely a busy week. Ended strong. Got to relax a little bit today. Knocked out a lot of work early, so we cool.
What made your week busy?
Uh, just work. Like a lot of my daytime stuff. I had a lot of different meetings. We got a lot of different stuff going on right now, so just trying to stay on top of everything, and then uh yeah, and kind of on the opposite spectrum of that, making sure to balance as we got this planetary alignment approaching. You feel me? It's approaching shit. The planetary alignment that we currently are in the midst of at this very moment. In fact,
Please explain, because I'm kind of lost with what you said. Okay.
Planetary alignment. You feel me? All the you know how
All the places aligning where you can see them
how
all.
you know how
Yeah.
like what is like the eclipses, you feel me, is when certain eclipses, like when the sun and the moon is in alignment, you feel me, and certain like the great conjunction, you feel me, was when what Venus and I believe, but don't quote me on this, I believe it was Jupiter or Venus and Neptune, one of them, but we're in alignment, you feel me. But yeah, this one currently in the midst of is like all of the planets in our solar system, you feel me, being in alignment.
Do you think that has any effect on the LA fires? Or you think that's man-made or climate
Hmm.
change or
hmm. That's heavy. You gonna jump right into that.
yeah?
What do I think? First of all, I've been looking into it. You feel
Yeah.
me? And so I've been at this point in my life, I'm the type of person that like looks into all perspectives and angles of something to try to gain the fullest circle picture that I can before making a decision on anything. And I mean, so what's funny is that through recent and past research, you feel me, one could argue that it's both natural and man-made, because there are people out there and theories out there that our government and certain high-level officials and high value civilians have technology and stuff that can control weather.
Yeah.
So that's an argument that one could make, and that some people probably are out there making. Um, we also know that California is one of those places that are known for wildfires as one of their kind of regional disasters. Just like there's the areas that are more prone to tornadoes, the areas that are more prone to hurricanes, the areas that
Yes.
are more prone to flooding and mudslides, you know. Um, and so, but yeah, also with that, like I said, all of those things could also be attributed to natural phenomena that, under some theories, are controlled weather events. So
Yes.
at this point, like I said, I still don't believe the shit that they was trying to tell us about the fucking the drones. So I honestly don't know what to believe about, you know what I'm saying,
Hey, I feel you.
the weather at this point, you know what I'm saying? Like I know what they taught us in school about how the whole system works as far as evaporation, and the clouds get full and then they burst, and then we get rain and that whole cycle and shit. But yeah.
I was watching Trump the other day. He was speaking about LA fires, he wants to send more water out there and everything, and like contain it pretty much. Did you see his speech or any clips of it?
I did not. I saw like a couple of clips of some stuff, but yeah, I didn't tune into it. I didn't invest in that at all.
Yeah. So one thing that stood out to me, he was like, he's gonna make it like an official policy that there's only two genders in America, male and female. And there was an outrage about that. How you feel about that statement?
Um, off the top, bro. I mean, we already know that Donald Trump is infamous at this point for saying wild shit and for
Yeah,
saying that he's gonna do wild shit. You feel me? Um, that's
that's a touchy subject. I know.
yeah, and for that reason, I ain't even about to even
Yeah.
play about it in any form or fashion right now in this moment. You know what I'm saying? I'll say that the statement that I'll make is that fuck what Donald Trump got to say, and like as with the history of America, you feel me? Most of the laws, you feel me, are made to be broken as far as I'm concerned.
Yes.
So, like,
Yeah. So with that being
you,
said, I'm listening.
yeah, and I just urge for. I mean, that's some. Yeah, that's just one of those things that I feel would just ultimately backfire in the actuality of things if something like that were to even go through. But yeah,
How do you think? Hey, how do you think he won? Because like, how you think the public see him? How he won?
I
um,
think a
I ain't
lot
gonna
of people.
lie.
I think a lot of
Go
people
on.
support Trump.
Mm-hmm.
You said what, Mister?
I said I think a lot of people support Trump.
Yeah.
I'm a and I'm gonna keep it absolutely real in this moment. Um, I think he honestly did it the square way, as much as you could say that about politics. You feel me? But yeah, along whatever standards, I think he did it the fair way, and I think it serves as a reminder to folks that regardless of what of how you may think things have changed so much as opposed to past time periods, that the current climate that we in, even just to keep it simple, would rather have a person like Donald Trump in the White House versus a person like Kamala in the White House. That's just to speak directly to what just happened, you know.
Yeah.
I
So
mean, what?
that's right.
I don't mean to cut you off, bro. Do you think that that she's more qualified?
That's a unintentionally loaded question. Um,
We're coming in hot.
you know, because I'll be watching a lot of, I got people that I look at, like people that I watch and stuff, you feel me? So I already be watching how they've had to navigate and tread the water on this conversation, you feel me? I think first I'd just like to start by saying that I don't necessarily rock with either party or politics in general.
Right,
You
right,
feel me? I don't
right.
necessarily rock with either one of them. Just want to say that. But and then I mean, let's have a real conversation. You know, when you ask a question like that, it's like how do you want to break that down, right? So like, dude, like if you want to look directly at the position, Donald Trump has been president before. Kamala Harris has not.
I never
you
heard
want
it
to?
put like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to do it there, or do you want to go? You know what I'm saying? Deeper. Like, I know that. Like one of my main things that I was just always trying to remind people of, and that people would always just have no rebuttal for, or just try to negate. And I'm just like, ultimately, you know, and I'm speaking like general kind of term, but I'm like, Kamala's a police officer. Kamala's known for locking niggas up.
Yeah.
You know, generally, right? Why would I want somebody like that? You feel me?
Yeah.
In the highest, you know what I'm saying, commander in chief.
Yeah.
Like, and again, not to say anything, I'm just saying I don't shit. Trump let Kodak out. I'm not saying Trump didn't people didn't get locked up under Trump administration either. I'm not saying folks didn't get killed under your Trump administration either. You feel me?
Fool,
I'm observing things, and again, I'm just talking about this from a lot of different angles.
Kamala locked niggas up. Trump part in Kodak Black.
You know what I'm saying? It's a you know what I mean, it's an interesting society that we live
touchy,
in.
yeah. So what you talking about society? How do you think social media influences? Because Trump was going on people's podcasts promoting himself a lot. Kamala wasn't doing that, so like Trump was speaking to different people, different podcasts, all of that. He was going different areas, different states on podcasts and all that. She wasn't doing that, so I think that gave him the upper hand.
Yeah, I will even, and that doubles back to one of the previous questions. You feel me? Even from again people that I've been watching and stuff who have been diving into the topic. They're saying that Barron. They're saying that his son is the reason why Trump won this going around, even specifically for the reason that you just mentioned, because Barron being younger and tapped in with the younger generation, he's the one who was able to get to have those to establish and have those connections and to even understand that like even like when I seen that Trump was gonna be on Aiden Ross's live stream.
That's what I was like.
What? Like I was
what
like,
Trump know about this? Yeah.
I said, oh shit, nah. I literally said, wait, he might have just won. Like in that moment, I said, oh shit, he might have just won, bro. Like he immediately changed the game and again, just observing and speaking the actual facts as far as how I'm concerned. Also, in that moment, I immediately said, I was like, "Oh shit, Kamala can't do this. Kamala doesn't have the same effect. Yeah. Trump on Aiden Ross, Trump on all of them. It was like, oh shit, and you know that motherfuckers gonna tune into that shit. Kamala on Shay, Kamala on whatever. Ain't nobody really drawn to that. I'm just keeping it G.
Honestly, I agree though. I agree. I definitely agree. Yeah, I definitely agree. So yeah, social media has a big impact on change and all around change actually. I believe so. What was that? What Marshall said, Antonio, Mister.
It says, how can there be change with 28, 30-year senators? They need term limits. That one thing I hope Trump presses. How y'all feel about that?
Man, he's trying to make, I don't think he'll press that because he's trying to make it to where he could be president forever. He want a dictatorship. So I mean, that's my view.
Well, in that case, it ain't gonna be no damn senators. Look at that. Yeah, it certainly ain't gonna be no 28-year senators anymore. I think that's a fact. That in that scenario. But what Bruh said is facts though. Yeah, you know. But again, at this point in my life, you know, we like to say the system and this shit, it isn't broken. It's operating exactly the way it's supposed to, exactly how it was designed to from inception.
Okay, so with TikTok being down, or I don't even know if it's back up, and they're saying Trump might get it back up over here or such and such. You think TikTok affect a lot of influencers being down? Because I
I
was
mean,
seeing,
let me answer. Oh, yeah, go on.
no, I was seeing a lot of people, they were like promoting at the end when they knew it was in it, they were promoting their Facebook, IG, Snapchat, just to get their followers to follow them on those platforms.
Yeah, I think to directly answer the question, yeah, it will. I think it will affect influencers, even just because I believe, I don't know, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I know for sure that I think TikTok generates more revenue than at least Instagram does. If that's the case, it probably generates more than Facebook as well. So if that's people's highest form of income, or their what are generating the most of their income from, it'll definitely affect them. But now I also don't think that TikTok should be anybody's primary source of income. But that's just personal.
Mister, you use TikTok as well, so how did that affect you, Mister?
It didn't necessarily affect me or not affect me because I use more than one platform.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay.
you gotta have 10,000 followers to be monetized on TikTok, and right now I'm only at 2K.
Hey, we're gonna get them numbers up. So
Yeah,
that's all good.
yeah.
Most definitely.
What about AI? Because I see a lot of stuff that I'm starting not to believe on the internet because of AI. It's like, y'all know.
Okay.
How do y'all feel about the bill,
What the
the AI
bill talking about?
the AI bill that they working on, the plan that they working on, that they giving $500 billion to pour into AI
Is
in
that
the
part of what the?
in the
That's even part.
development.
Yeah, is that even part of the some of the conspiracies and theories about the fires so they could build these smart cities and shit out there in Cali with all of this AI technology and shit? I think that's
Oh no,
connected.
I
I think that's
see
connected
iRobot.
directly to what you're talking about.
Oh
Yeah, I
wow!
see
How about
iRobot.
that?
Mm-hmm.
I see
So,
iRobot.
tell me more about that. What is this smart city that they trying to build
Yeah, see if we gonna see if you can pull up a little article or something. You feel me?
all right, let
I
me see.
heard I caught wind of it. You feel me? Through a couple of videos. I hadn't directly spent too much time looking directly into that specifically, but I heard enough credible sources talking about it just to know it was something that I needed to eventually look into. But even just speaking on the AI, it's while you seeing if you can find something on that. I generally, especially now because it's interesting, I asked a question about AI in a staff meeting yesterday actually, and I definitely feel a myriad of ways. It's a lot of reasons why I rock with it, and then even especially now, it's a lot of reasons that I don't. Even so, yeah, even just doubling back to that initial thought, like even to just think about the fact that if those fires were intentional, so like if we see smart cities pop up within the next year, you know what I'm saying? Like it's definitely
Yeah.
gonna be sketchy because then it's gonna be like, wait, motherfuckers and people intentionally did this shit just for this AI shit that already makes that shit like gives that shit an evil tone, you feel me, or connotation. And then even like I read an article and seen actual receipts about like right now there's trial neighborhoods in Atlanta where they got AI powered robot police dogs in the fucking neighborhoods in Atlanta. Talking about them bitches will walk up steps, goddamn knock on your door. You feel me? And it ain't no telling what type of like shit is inside them, whether they can actually like see through your fucking wall, heat vision, how good the fucking
The
microphones, whether they
thermal,
can
yeah.
listen through your walls and shit, or like what them shits can actually do. You know what I'm saying? But like legit, they got AI robot police dogs in Atlanta right now. You
So
know
it's
what
a
I'm
gift
saying?
and a curse, pretty much.
Yeah, that shit trippy. You feel me? And then I was hearing things about like which I definitely got to look into probably like within the next week probably. But saying that like as far as the energy and shit, you feel me? Somehow like um the power that it takes to run AI is like connected to like the actual water and electricity and shit somehow. Like an AI search somehow like uses like actual earth resources type shit. And so yeah, I definitely gotta like do some further research on that to try to confirm and see what's up with that, because that's a whole nother, you know what I'm saying, aspect of the shit. Like, hold up, like I got AI to create me a whole goddamn template or to help me do this or this or that, but goddamn, I literally also cause fucking water restrictions in my in my city type shit. I can't even take a shower because of like I'm just, you know, I'm talking, but like that shit's kind of crazy to think about, you know what I'm saying, certain aspects of it.
Hey, Mister, I like what you just did there. I like that. Okay, I see you. I like that.
Yeah. So what we got here is the Smart LA 2028. It says in December 2020, the city officials announced an infrastructure investment plan called Smart LA 2028, which proposed using technology to monitor electricity usage, integrating city services into mobile apps, and installing sensors that can alert emergency services to potential crimes and house fires. So that's the Smart LA plan that they said it, but they promoted in 2020. So, and here it is, 2024, the whole city on fire.
Hold on, wait. You see that right there? It says the Smart LA 2028 plan also only applies to the city of Los Angeles and does not outline a scheme for the rest of the county, which includes other fire affected cities such as
Such as
Pasadena. That's what they say, but goddamn.
They're gonna be like, hey, yeah, they're gonna be like, this shit worked. Yeah.
Wait, remain to be seen.
You said remain to be seen?
Yeah. That's
All right.
how I feel.
Speaking of fires, because I mean, we black people went through this shit like with Black Wall Street. You think we'll ever have another one?
Another what?
Black Wall Street. Because remember how they burnt that down in Oklahoma? Because we got the right enough black people in power to do it.
We have a couple billionaires that are. We have a couple of billionaires that are African American. But do you think that we can pull together as a community to make something like that happen? Is the real question.
That's a good question, actually. Yes.
So, I kind of got two answers.
Let's hear them both.
I do think that. Well, first, I want to say that there is definitely black and brown communities who are pulling together and collaborating in a lot of righteous ways that align to the same aspect of a Black Wall Street. For instance, here in Durham, there's this group who started this thing called the Black Farmers Market here in Durham. And they basically highlight local, you know what I'm saying, folks' businesses. And I mean, I can't even tell you how long it's been going on at this point, but it just gets bigger and better every year. And it's like a space, that they set up on the weekend, usually either Saturday or Sunday, have a couple different locations, a Raleigh location, a Durham location, and folks come and they contribute and they support, you know what I'm saying, these black businesses. And I know in a lot of instances, people are actually able to literally like jumpstart their businesses or or get large upticks to their businesses in a lot of different instances. And so yeah, I know of a few different groups who are doing things similar to this in different forms and fashions that don't look exactly like what our former Black Wall Streets look like, but in different ways. And even with the coming and the evolution of the internet, you know what I'm saying? Like things look a little different now because it could just be literally, and we've all seen them actually, like Black business support chains on social media, people posting things and then hundreds of people showing up to somebody's business in real time and selling them out or buying them out, you know what I'm saying, in one day. Like we have a lot of different things like this that are happening in real time that are supporting Black businesses and creatives. Um, yeah. And then also on the other spectrum, um, yeah, even to the degree of like one of the things I just stated, I don't think that it'll ever look exactly like what former Black Wall Streets look like. And for a lot of different instances, even, um, yeah, this life thing is interesting as far as people's our ability of choice, right? And just what people choose to do with their lives. Like I know of a situation where I found out through some organizing work that I was doing in a town here in North Carolina, and there was essentially like this like uh like a little strip mall
Yeah.
type of thing, and they had like 4 or 5 spaces, 4 or 5 shops, and I found out from one of the locals that it was this guy who had has a lot of stories from our grandfathers and uncles and older generation, guy that had worked his butt off, you feel me, uh built this area, you know what I'm saying, and again, and it made spaces available for different Black businesses and people, and his own barbershop, you know what I'm saying, to be able to manifest and take shape and be of service to the community. And it's basically there was only like one shop in it at this point, and then they was telling me like, yeah, the son, he didn't want to, you know what I'm saying, be a barber like his father. And in fact, he doesn't even want this, you know what I'm saying, even though he owns it, he's about to sell it. And I'm like, bro, like this isn't the time period where people of color, and especially Black people, Black Americans, you feel me, can just be, oh, I don't want to keep this thing that my father, this property that I own, that my father worked his life for. You feel me? I don't want that responsibility. I don't want to do that. I just want to sell it. Like this
Yeah.
ain't the time for that. But that's what I'm saying. If that's one instances, and I know there's a lot of other instances similar to that. And so it's like, you know what I'm saying, I can't make no, you know what I'm saying, maybe somebody else can, but I can't make nobody, you know what I'm saying, want to honor, you know what I'm saying, they family and their ancestors in that type of way for folks who are in that type of position, you know.
I see you spoke of that, and I seen you on social media supporting Black politics and Durham. What made you get into that? Because you was heavy in that. I'm not sure if you still are, but you was heavy in that. I seen a lot of that. You making speeches and all that. I seen all that. What made you get into it?
Yeah, as a lot of people know at this point, as y'all know, formerly incarcerated, directly impacted by the criminal justice system.
Mm,
Was arrested and charged with 5 felonies while I was attending A&T and trying to get my engineering degree and
yeah.
et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, when I got into organizing, I I kind of didn't really, I mean, of course, like I didn't really know what I was doing. I had a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, that guided me in a lot of different ways, and a lot of people that encouraged me to lean into like my personal story and my experience, and also like my art form and my creativity as far as navigating like kind of my path and my placement like in this organizing world. And eventually that led to like from even just for me, like helping with giving my experience, helping with like grant writing and different things like that, and to like speaking at city council meetings, county commissioner meetings, school board meetings, things of that nature, and then upwards even to state legislature, speaking directly with state senators and House
I
representatives.
seen that. I was proud of you. That's it. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, appreciate it. And to be able to connect it. So like one thing where we were able to get past here, which was the Second Chance Act. And that was a bill that made it so that folks who have charges, it was certain charges, we got it up to a certain degree, certain nonviolent misdemeanors and certain nonviolent felonies as well. But we made it so that folks would be able to go back and get their records fully expunged all at once, right? And so to make the connection, because of my situation, I was a person who I'd already, at that point in time and previously in North Carolina, you only had a one-time expungement. So if you caught a felony or a charge, something that would prevent you from being able to like get housing or apply to go to school or to get certain jobs, you could get an expungement, get that cleared off of your record, but that was only a one-time thing. I had already used my one-time expungement after freshman year in college, a situation that I got into after coming back home for the summer. And so, yeah, when I got arrested and charged with doing 5 felonies, I didn't have that option, which is why I couldn't get housing. I didn't have the ability to reapply to go back to school in the fall. I couldn't get any jobs, you know what I'm saying? And so I was able to use my personal story to speak directly to senators and let them know, you know what I'm saying, like why this thing needs to change, why we need to be able to have access, you know what I'm saying, literally to even just to jobs and housing and the ability to pursue our higher education again. And I mean, literally, I had white guys, senators walk up to me after I spoke at the legislature that day and like shake my hand and thank me for telling my story. I remember specifically this one senator, he literally was like, he's just like, no, thank you so much. Cause like I literally like I had no idea that these type of things were happening in our state. And even hearing that was honestly kind of crazy to me because I'm like, I don't know if you capping right now, you know what I'm saying? But like, how could you not believe or how could you not know or understand that young black men and people of color were catching charges, being completely derailed from just life in general, as I said, mentioning some of the collateral consequences that come from catching these charges and being caught up in the system and not being able to, like I said, to pursue higher education, to take care of their families, to take care of themselves. And it's like, yeah, if I accept that as truth in this moment, that's even wilder to be able to know that it's like, wait, there are people out here who don't know and understand that this shit is happening. And that makes it even more imperative of like what I always tell people, like I'm super grateful that people are encouraged by me and that people look up to me and big up me. But I always make it a priority to let people know that I really do this shit to remind y'all that y'all can do this shit too. And whatever avenue and lane and aspect that you do it in, you feel me, stand on your energy and make your voice heard and speak directly from your experience where you're affected at. And that's how we all gonna collectively change the world.
Wow, I like that. So let me ask you a question. In what way do you think art can have an effective advocation for change in today's political landscape?
In a lot of ways, in a major way. Um, just like in general with many different art forms, um, whether it be different types of musical art forms from rap or hip hop to jazz to R&B, whether it be dancing, poetry, spoken word, painting, photography, um, what may have you. we know that art speaks to folks,
Yes,
and
absolutely.
it conveys messages, and people are able to see and understand things that they may not in another way or in a typical way. And
Right.
so in that exact same fashion, that directly translates over to the political field, as far as conveying certain messages, narratives, storytelling,
Yeah.
um, getting people to be able to understand and see something from a different perspective that they weren't able to from before. And it's
Yes.
the real interesting thing is that, and one thing that really adamant about nowadays is, it is a little bit better now depending on what you know and where you're at, but
Right.
it's always interesting that folks are always calling on artists at the last minute, on both sides of the fence. And so as we think about politically, you feel me? Uh, Politicians and folks are always on multiple different levels, from local, city council and mayoral, governor, all the way up to presidential. Folks are always calling on poets and dancers and artists and musicians, whether it's to actually perform and do something, whether it's to make a speech, or whether it's just to be in the space and wear a little sticker just to show that this
You
person
support.
is here in support of me, right? And
Yeah.
and I and others are always, especially like I said, in this moment and moving forward, trying to make sure that, especially on our side of the fence that we stand on, that we're centering our artists, right? We're not thinking about them last minute, you feel me, to try to help us, you feel me, push the envelope, or you know what I'm saying, get that final thing. But and because I mean, just literally think about if artists were centered in processes from the beginning of them. You know what I'm saying? Even just thinking about how much more expansive a campaign or a certain strategy can be because of the creativity that artists have. Again, right? It could change your whole perspective from the beginning of a process versus the end, let alone the person that you're trying to affect by way of your process.
Right. Speaking on calling on the artist, so you hear about the benefit con, concert that the artists are trying to do for the fire, right?
I have.
Right. So speaking on that, is there any examples of successful artistic movement that inspired you?
Yeah, most definitely. It's this good brother here in North Carolina named Khalil. He goes by Khalil Nassim, and he's actually on my most recent album, Manifestation. He's the artist that's featured on there 3 times actually, and uh, I'm really proud of him, and he inspires me for how he's naturally and organically, just because of the person that he is, how he's infused like the organizing and the community work into his music,
Right.
just like I said, again, just naturally and organically off the top. I know that him and some of his colleagues, they were not necessarily sure if it's ongoing, but they were doing this series called The Free Show. And I remember, I think like at the top of last year, maybe they did the free show, and it was solely geared towards education about all of the things going on, like Palestine, Iran, Sudan, Tigray, the Congo. Like, I'm talking about hitting on everything, you know
That's
what I'm saying? And then
that's
even
awesome.
up, yeah, and then even up until literally Monday, just this Monday, and ironically, while the same week that the California fires popped on, uh, um, a very loved and prestigious local spot here in Raleigh called the House of Art was actually burned down.
Oh
And
man.
and so yeah, and then so that's again there was a benefit concert hosted at another one of my good brothers spots, Willie Contraband, along with Jake, uh, the Portal HQ, and so there was a benefit concert there done again solely where all of the funds going donated to raising funds for the House of Art so they could rebuild and community can have that space back again. And so as the same time as major artists are coming together, raising money and pulling together for the wildfires out there, here local artists are doing the exact same thing and pulling together, you feel me, for a local fire here.
Man.
Full circle. Full circle.
That's full circle. That's how you do that. That's awesome. We got a question from Mad Hatter Marshall. He said, hold on. Let me see if it's a question. He said, I would. It's not a question. He said, I would have to say Woodstock of 96 could be why they haven't had music festivals up north like they have Coachella out west. How you feel about that?
I don't even boy, I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. I had to fucking this one I get a little goofy. I've been doing good and I keep it on my slight professional tip, boy.
Hey, we about to get into it.
I had to ask my older sister about 2, 3, maybe 4 years ago type shit. I had to ask my sister what Coachella even was. Goddamn, you feel me? Skeets, you know how crazy I am, boy. I don't be tapping in a lot of, you know what I'm saying? I don't be knowing what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? I just be seeing a bunch of white girls and shit, niggas all be posting their little pip. I mean, ain't the fuck. And she was like, it's a music festival. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I get it now, but still, whatever. I ain't drawn. But yeah, just saying that to say I am not well versed on music festival culture at all. And I know, I guess for some people that might sound crazy considering that I'm a rapper, but y'all know I'm diffy.
So the one you know most about is probably Dreamville Festival, which is J. Cole. That's probably,
I guess you could, I guess you could say that. I just don't know if that's actually true. If I was to be able to actually think about it, I know about some other music festivals and shit. You feel me? But like, ain't Burning Man a music festival? Or is that?
I don't know.
Burning Man just might be a desert festival that has music included. It might not be specific.
Like EDM is a music festival. EDM, like stuff like that. EDM.
But like Rolling Loud.
Yeah, that's a music festival.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I know about like.
All right. Well, speaking on music and staying on that kind of topic right there, and it being on the rise, how do you feel about the Super Bowl? What do you feel that we're going to see or expect from the Super Bowl?
I was going to ask that question. You good?
Yeah, I actually don't know, gang. It's a good thing that I don't know. You feel me? Because like it leaves me to be completely surprised.
Right.
I don't know. I know what I hope to see, and what I hope to see is purely unapologetic K-Dot. Simple as that. Like, I want They Not Like Us. I want Peekaboo. I want.
Hey, turn this TV off.
Yeah, like I want. Fuck it. You feel me? I basically want to get the warm up to what I'm going to see at the concert in May with him and SZA in Charlotte. You feel me?
All right. So with that being said, how you feel about Drake suing them, and then they was like, yo, they're denying everything because lack of evidence.
Pussy nigga.
Oh shit. Here we go. Like,
you know how I feel. Come on, gangs. No. Hold on. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
All right.
What if and don't you feel me? Because fuck him. So it might be some information. I haven't heard anything. One of y'all might know of something now that might, you know what I'm saying? I might have to retract my statement. But what the fuck would have happened if Tupac would have sued Biggie, or Biggie would have sued Tupac back in the day?
Yeah.
Stop fucking playing with me. What if Jay-Z would have sued Nas or Nas would have sued Jay-Z back in the day?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. When you put it in that perspective, man, you gotta just take your L on the chin, right?
You know what I'm saying? And with that, I know that we can all agree, you feel me, that as this shit has expanded from, and I'll say from what it once was and from what a lot of us are used to, you feel me, in music and rap and hip hop culture, you feel me? This shit has gotten so soft from so many different aspects to where, you feel me, just whack shit and whack people in a lot of different aspects is getting highlighted and uplifted and going viral. And you know what I'm saying? That's just whack. Just as simple as that. You dig?
So yeah, so how you feel about America glorifying a Canadian?
Wait,
You know who I'm talking about? They're glorifying him and made him the biggest artist for the last however long he's been out.
how do I feel about them glorifying him?
Yeah.
Um,
Are they oversaturating us with the radio hits and all that? So we got no choice but to hear it.
well, cause this the thing, y'all niggas know, and even you specifically, see, you know, is when we was freshman year at T, you know, we was on Drake heavy.
Yeah.
And we was on
2008.
Cole. You feel me? We was on Cole and we was on Wayne and we was on other niggas too. You feel me? But also, you feel me? We was on Drake. You feel me? Drake was hard back then.
I just want to be successful.
Yeah, so far gone and shit. You feel me? That era of Drake, still rock with that Drake. You know what I'm saying? For what it was. But like, as it and for all of the stands out there, I do give Drake his flowers and shit, goddamn, you feel me? Because like even like how I just spoke to when we was rocking with Drake back in the day, it's nobody's trying to deny the fact that Drake changed the fucking game. Not to say that it wasn't niggas out there doing things, but the way that Drake came in with like, wait, I'm a rapper. Wait, I can sing too. And the shit sounded good, and the nigga got bars and shit. Like, you know, like nigga, this shit was hot. You feel me? Like we were, like I said, we was bumping shit. We was riding.
Can't
shit.
deny
We was smoking to the shit. We was reciting the shit. You feel me?
2008.
You feel me?
Don't hate.
2009. Hate, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, how this. And so again, by the standards that and it's okay, I fuck with it.
Here
though,
we
because,
go.
Yeah. No,
we
getting into some shit, right?
Yeah,
because it's getting so even like how I was just talking about the standards that we used to carry and shit, right? Now it gets a little sticky because so I'm gonna say this. And correct me even in the comments if anybody thinks that I'm wrong. For the longest time period, Lil Wayne was the standard.
Yeah, no ceilings, all that. Yeah.
Even just strictly fuck numbers and any of that other shit. Even just strictly to the rap ability, the bars, the songs, the quantity and quality, you feel me, that he was putting out and able to put out, you feel me, Lil Wayne was the standard. So even with all of the other things, even minimum, like just like, bro, if your bars wasn't up to par, you wasn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You wasn't getting uplifted just because, goddamn, because nigga. You
Not
gotta
like
be
nowadays, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so we seen how Wayne kind of guided Drake in this shit in a sense, you feel me? And like I was saying, with him doing the singing shit and the rap shit, you feel me? Drake, in a sense, like I said, with the help and where he was at, you feel me? It's like, damn, that nigga became the new standard and shit, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? He became a new standard. And So
Yeah,
I get it. I get why people like him and rock with him, but once he ascended to and past a certain level, things started getting very weird, and that's when it began to be to the point where I couldn't rock with him. I'm gonna say, like, even just one thing straight up. As soon as you see Drake throw up a blood sign, whoa, yeah, whoa, what in the fuck are we doing here?
like nigga, that ain't
Because Drake has zero street credibility. You feel me?
you.
What Drake was and is trying to do, you feel me, is worse than back in the day. How they used to say, you feel me, AKA or somebody crossing paper, signing paperwork,
Yeah.
versus goddamn actually being online and going through the process and shit. You feel me, of getting your letters stamped and shit. You feel me, right?
Yeah.
Like.
Hey.
Yeah, bro. And like how I'll just say, you feel me, like the kind of the culture vulture shit that really began to be present in Drake's whole just persona and shit. You feel me? Like, I get that he's an entertainer and shit. You feel me? I get that, you know, he's an actor as well. But
Come on, man. Come on,
again,
man.
you know how
Drake is
I
a
am.
real street nigga, man. What are you saying?
Hey, literally, no cap. Soulja Boy has got more street credibility than Drake.
Y'all trying to get me started. I'm about to start.
Who, Big Draco?
No cap. Soulja Boy got more street credibility than Drake. Actually, if niggas do their receipts, you feel me? Like if niggas actually do their receipts type shit, you feel me? You know, it's a difference. It's a difference when a nigga got tens and hundreds of millions of dollars and shit, you feel me? And can just pay any lame ass nigga for allegiance, can just pay any lame ass nigga to goddamn do what you want him to do and shit. Niggas with no integrity, niggas with no morals. You know what I'm saying?
So, according to Manhattan Marshall, it says it can go one or two ways. We can go the Pac and Biggie way, where they both end up dead. That wasn't a good outcome. Or Drake dips into his Jewish roots and sue. He went to Pride Jewish School. You know what I'm saying? He feels like this. Manhattan says, what is the correct way to do it?
Yeah, this easy answer, you feel me? And just as a reminder that I ain't coming at you, you know what I'm saying, but it's reminders that we live in a world that is set up for us to think in a dualistic mindset. You feel me, right? And that's to say, instead of versus thinking of the oneness mindset, or even our ability to navigate scenarios from more than a dualistic mindset, right? The third and fourth and fifth perspective, all right? And so this is definitely a situation where it's not a one or two option. And the most simple and easy answer is you do what a real nigga does. You take your fucking L on the chin.
Yes.
The fuck you mean? It's a battle. You feel me? It's what happened back in the day. You feel me? If you faded a nigga and you took the L, you fucking you sat in the house, you patched up, goddamn and shit. You feel me? And you either went back to get your issue again or you didn't. But you lived to fight another day if that was your choice, or you live. You know what I'm saying? Right? It don't got to come to just immediately death. You know what I'm saying? And especially on again, like, you know what I'm saying, for Drake to kill anybody and shit, you feel me? It'd be purely because that nigga butt hurt and because his ego is fragile and shit, you feel me? Or for him to even put some shit like that in motion. You know what I'm saying? Like, because K-Dot's at a place where that shit ain't even worth his goddamn time to even think about that shit on that level, unless you really bring it to his doorstep first, like a real one. You feel me?
Big stepper.
Yeah. You take your L and yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's even more options other than that, for real. But that's the one that you make. You dig? It's a rap battle. Yeah. Now it was a clash of titans, you feel me, if you will. You dig? But you lost.
We needed that too.
Yeah, but you lost. You
Yeah.
feel me? How the nigga go try to you feel me like think about it, bro. Even like if you would have read like the description of the lawsuit and shit, you feel me, and all the things that was saying, like, bro, nigga, Pop came on record, nigga. You claim to be, but I fucked your wife.
Yeah.
Bro, like, nigga, it was heavy back. Like, come on, gang. Like, stop playing with me, bro. Yeah, the shit soft, you know.
Hey, how you feel like AI is gonna affect music nowadays? Because I've been seeing a lot of songs that's AI made, and it sounds like the person in it, and it's fire.
I mean, yeah, again, from like, yeah, my little shit that I've been looking into. For the people that's going to utilize it and lean into it more, it's going to generally have a lot of positive effects as far as productivity, in the sense of, so it's like one thing, if you think about how, like, when you go to an engineer, you go to get your tracks recorded, and after a certain point, damn near maybe after the first time, you feel me, but after a certain point, you come in, your engineer gonna already have or be able to immediately pull your presets up.
Yeah.
And shit, you feel me, right? So then because even like I got homies, think about, so for like people who record themselves, you know what I'm saying? Or even potentially, like I said, for somebody that's leaning into it, got somebody that they're recording on a really consistent basis, you feel me? Instead of, or even like into addition, you feel me, to having a preset, think about and let me even additionally put it in this scenario. Say, you feel me, you done had a damn 4-hour session, 8-hour session. Say you get to the last couple of tracks and shit, you feel me, your voice might not be exactly where you want it to be or needed to be and shit, you feel me? What if you done already put in the work and prompted your AI and shit, you feel me? Because y'all speaking of this, and I've actually watched a person in real time pull up their AI avatar while them and the co-hosts were on here, and the AI avatar was pulled up like in the big screen, how I am now, and they typed the prompt in real time, and the AI avatar sat there, and then that shit began to spit off the top raps in his voice, in his likeness, right there in front of him and all hundreds of us viewers. So imagine a scenario like that where it's like, hey, bro, you chill. Even, yeah, let's type your verse directly in here, or even let's type even if we want to play around with it, you feel me? Even if you didn't even have the shit, okay, we got the general idea of what you wanted this song to be about. Let's prompt the AI and shit, you feel me? And then, okay, let's switch some of this shit around, and then we already got your voice patched in here so we can have the avatar do the vocals and shit, you feel me? And then I already got your preset, so then bam, we just do it like that. Like, just as one example, you feel me? Which still included multiple examples of how you can utilize the AI, you feel me? From typing directly to prompting to having your voice or your avatar likeness, you feel me, in the AI system.
So doing live concerts and real videos, you would be good, but as soon as it goes, you happen to perform that live in front of people, how do you mimic that? You would just do the voiceover and do the Milli Vanilli thing, lip sync it?
Nah, that's what I was saying, based upon, like it would be a preset. That's what I'm saying. You would have to spend the time to prompt that into the AI. So even essentially to how certain especially like back in the day, how like the voice shit used to work, like for like voice to speech, how it would have you like say multiple sentences and multiple words like a certain amount of time so that it captures your voice, your pronunciation, your tone, all of those things. So then when you actually go to do it, it's able to capture it in real time and then put the speech in. You feel me? It's the
Oh,
exact same. It's the exact same way. So I wouldn't be talk like, and I mean I could for a standard. I could be talking regular like this. You feel me? As one part of it, but then additionally, I would actually be rapping like in the voice. You feel me? Like I said, you would have to. This is something that you would have done previous to you being in the studio during that current session to already have that done, but you would actually be rapping in your actual voice so that it can capture all of that in real time. So in that
Right.
exact same way, it will be able to, once you
Mimic
type,
tones,
type directly
Right,
into or prompt it, it's going to generate it directly out, exactly your voice. You feel me?
right. I get that part. My issue is I get what you're saying. I'm saying that will work if you're just putting your videos up and doing everything streaming. How would that work for you if you were putting on a concert? Maybe I should have asked it in that manner.
Well, I think you just memorize it and then you just spit it like they do at concerts.
So you wouldn't. So basically, when it comes to the concert, you wouldn't do your AI. You would just know you would just memorize what you already did in the AI.
Personally, I wouldn't, but I think you forgetting, Tone, about the fact that I don't know how many years ago at this point, but correct me if I'm wrong, did they not have hologram Tupac performing and
Tupac,
shit?
Tupac,
That's AI, my G.
yeah.
That's AI, my G. You feel me? So
Absolutely.
however the fuck they did that, I guarantee you it's better by at least 10 times at this point.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And that shit looked real at that moment.
Yeah. So if someone, an artist was to go that route, however the fuck they did the hologram shit, you feel me? You
That's how he would do his concerts.
You could literally do it like that. Like fuck if you was doing an album release. And that shit might actually be tight as fuck. Now I might be giving somebody a fucking banger idea.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first.
You feel me? You literally perform
your 10%. Everything's a business.
You literally perform them first 8 tracks. You feel me? You literally perform the first 8 tracks like regular, and then before them last 2 tracks of that last track, and you straight up let people know, like, hey, I banged this shit out with AI. You feel me? You tell them exactly how you banged it out with AI, and then you, bam, I'm about to let my avatar kick it type shit. You feel me?
If you let the listeners know and let them know how you did it, it may be more intriguing because they be like, oh shit, he created that shit with AI and it's still fire.
Also, and the way you just put that, like, I think they still want you to be there, but the way you just put it, like, all right, last 2 tracks, my AI gonna do this. But they want to physically touch you, like shake hands with the front row, like stuff like that, physically and touch you, stuff like that.
Right, absolutely. Mad Hatter Marshall said that was Coachella where they had a hologram.
Facts. You feel me? Like even like when y'all heard that rumor about I think that was true too. They said they had Akon had his fucking brothers and shit doing certain concerts and shit for him. You feel me? That he just like to make that bread and shit. You dig? And it's like nowadays, it's like, bro, you could damn near like have your fucking fuck around and have your hologram or your AI got that person doing a virtual concert or doing a real concert and shit. You feel me? While you physically doing an interview or some shit on the whole other side of the world.
Speaking of Akon, that nigga doing some powerful shit for Black people, especially for his country. He's doing some,
Shouts out to Akon.
Yeah, big ups to Akon, definitely.
He's definitely epitome of art and for change.
Yes, definitely.
He probably got some dirt too, but yeah.
We all got dirt. We all got dirt.
Don't nobody walk this earth perfect. We're not. I ain't perfect. You not perfect. Shit. You got shit that you don't want to get out. I got shit I don't want to get out. You know what I'm saying? I think if we spoke like that and we was more honest and more and took accountability of our own selves and say, look, I'm not perfect either, so I don't expect you to be. You know what I'm saying? And not fault people on their downfalls, but commend them more on their achievements. I think we could be better as a community. But what do I know?
No individual is the sum of their worst mistakes. but in fact, they're the exponential growth of their best decisions.
Hold the fuck up. I gotta write that down. Say that one more time. Hold the fuck up. Say it again.
No individual is the sum of their worst mistakes, but in fact, they are the exponential growth of their best decisions.
Okay. Hey, I got a long running list of quotes from different artists that we interviewed. We got an episode of talking like that as well. Tony, you got more questions? Cause I'm about to swing it.
Go ahead, brother.
All right, so I gotta like we getting down and dirty now. How do you feel about men not talking or like showing emotions because they'll look weak?
Men?
Yeah, men. Oh, we're about to get greasy.
In general, or you want to give me a circumstance?
All right, so I can't show my weakness to my lady, or I can't complain. I can't do nothing. I gotta be strong, take care of the whole family, pretty much.
Immediately with that, yo, if anything, yo lady, your queen, your partner is supposed to be the only person that you actually do and can show your weakness to.
That's so.
You feel me? If I used to, and I mean, like I told like my closest homies and shit, you feel me? Like, and more or less like y'all are gonna have to see the worst of me so that the rest of the world can get the best
The
of
best
me.
of me. Right.
Check. You got to have those people that's willing to see your demons and see it through with you and your demons.
Yeah.
And shit, you feel me? So that other people, you know what I'm saying, again, yeah, can see the better and the best versions of you. You know what I'm saying? Again,
Yeah.
like I said, ain't nobody perfect. And especially here in this current moment and in this plane, you know what I'm saying? Nobody has achieved it. Anybody who has achieved it, they ass wouldn't be here no damn more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, you gotta I believe that in fact, one of the things, and I feel like I might have spoke towards this a little bit last time in part one, but I believe that for again a myriad of different reasons that the women here on earth began to lean more into the masculine energy.
I got a question set up for you.
Even if you think about, for instances such as like separation from families during and partners during slavery, to a lot of husbands and fathers getting locked up and caught up in the carceral system and court system. You feel me, right? All of these separations and these intentional things that have been done to separate Black and brown families. And I'm pretty sure that all of us, you feel me, can speak to instances of matriarchs in our families, our mothers, grandmothers, aunts, stepping up and in instances being the man or exuding masculine, you feel me, dominant energy, you feel me, in regard to certain situations or running the household or navigating certain situations, you feel me, when it came to family or life or community, right? And so thusly, in essence, because everything has balance, a lot of men started having to take on and exude more feminine energy. And
like
that's
a
not
house husband.
Nah, that's not to speak. Nah, that's not to speak towards. Yeah, I don't want to go down that road necessarily because it's not to speak towards that, but that's to say that more that so men and masculine energy is straight lines, point
Yeah.
A to point B and shit. You feel me? Women, yeah, woman's energy is curved or wavy. You feel
Yeah.
me, right? And so that speaks to even like creativity.
Mm.
You feel me? And tapping into different like frequencies and things, right? So men started exuding and taking on more of that energy, you feel me, to balance out. And so I even believe that that is in itself is one of the reasons why that tends to be a question, or whether folks will be able to admit it or not, a thing that is so prominently thought about and experienced and talked about amongst the community of men, as far as how do I navigate emotions and communication, right? Um, because it's a thing that's natural at this point until the pole shifts and it completely balances itself in the other way, in the original, the natural way, right?
All right. So with that being said, with um, I've had friends that they got problems with their lady making more money than them, and like, would you have? I don't think I would have a problem with my lady making more money than me. But the thing is, we've had talks about this. The thing is, she thinks she since she the breadwinner, she makes the rules and all that. How you feel about that?
One, I personally don't and wouldn't have no problem if my shorty was making more money than me.
Shit, I wouldn't either, man. Like,
Two, uh, it's it's I mean it's definitely situational and to each his own. You know,
yeah,
I ain't gonna really judge or speak too hard about how nobody any individual stance on that or what folks may choose, because yeah,
that's hard. That's a hard subject,
yeah.
and
But
I
then
think
on
we
that,
deal with. I think we deal with it more, and like speaking of black community, because I got a homie, white homie, child support. He get child support. Like it's like, and stuff like that. So I think it's like back to your masculinity, you know, straightforward. What you were talking about on the previous question. But I mean, it can be hard for somebody who didn't have nothing growing up, and like you've been a provider the whole time, and now she took charge, like stuff like that. And I get how it can, and that comes with mental health as well.
but to your last question or point, it's funny because I literally had to explain this to somebody just earlier today, and that's that regardless of what a woman may think, um, in most instances, a man will allow certain shit, uh, even just because we know how energy in the living room, what that will translate to in the bedroom. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Okay.
And it's a lot of
Okay.
and there another way of saying that is there are a lot of us that we'll let you talk your shit out here in public because we know what the fuck, we know what it really is. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Like I'm cool with that. You feel me? It's time in the matriarch. Yeah, you run shit.
Yeah, you won. You won. Yeah. You got
You
it.
know what I'm saying? You got it.
Because I don't want to argue.
Yeah. I'm
And
gonna make sure
that
I'm
makes it
happy.
matter.
Look, yeah, I'm happy. You happy.
No, honestly, yeah, you
We
won.
good.
You got it.
You feel me? I'm not trying to look, I'm trying to be low key. I'm trying to be out the way.
Honestly,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
yeah, I definitely feel that, boy. Shit,
What you think, Tone?
Mister.
I think you got to have the right woman for that scenario. I think it is a situation, a type of situation that is subject to the two parties. But I will say that I think more men feel inferior about it because it seems to be, and statistics will even show that when women make more money than their men, they devalue or feel like the man doesn't have any value in her life, so therefore she doesn't respect him anymore. That's why I said you really got to have the right woman, because I believe that money is not the only way to a man is valuable. So if money is the only contributing factor to a man being valuable in your life, you making more money with him will make a woman feel like, what do I need him for?
It's now there have always been individual women that have always been go-getters and breadwinners. You feel me? But for the most part, there was a time period where it was, I don't even know if you could damn near say 80 to 90% of men, males, you feel me, that was the money and resources and shit. You feel me?
Primary providers for their families, correct?
Yeah. Don't quote me on that, folks. You feel me? I know we probably got some damn, you know what I'm saying, researchers out there that got the actual
They
stats
running
on
them
that. But
analytics.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But y'all get what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, right? And so I just find it, I mean, yeah, I honestly find it funny, and because I know some and I know that they're out there, you know what I'm saying, but I find it interesting for women who could and would take that stance themselves, knowing the history, you know what I'm saying? Even
Right.
knowing that was the catalyst for a lot of women, especially at one point, like, hold up, I don't want this nigga just making all the goddamn money, controlling every goddamn thing and shit. You feel me? Let me get out here. I can make some bread too. I can bring some other shit to the table. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. It was a different way that motherfuckers. It was a different way that women, you know what I'm saying, looked at it back in different times and things. And so, yeah, for nowadays, knowing even some of those certain things, you feel me, that, and a lot of them, I feel like even a lot of women, and there are a lot of women who do support us wholeheartedly, but there are still equally a lot of women who like try to negate the fact or try to act like they don't know, like, or understand all of the shit that men, and especially black men, you feel me, have to go through and deal with on a day-to-day basis, no matter what pathway or what type of lifestyle you live, no matter whether you a dope boy or whether you the fucking executive of a fucking top 500 company. You feel me? Black men have to deal with so much shit. You dig? And so for the situation of where, you know what I'm saying, brothers down on his luck, you feel me, or maybe not even necessarily down on his luck, but simply, you feel me, not making as much as you are type shit, for you to look down on him in any type of way, or to try, you know what I'm saying, or you feel he inferior or some shit, or, you know what I'm saying, it's like that shit is honestly kind of disheartening and disrespectful in a lot of ways, I feel, you know. Like,
that's exactly why I'm glad. Like I got my position, and one thing I'm not prejudiced or nothing, but I like to uplift the Black people who's under me and give them the proper chance. Honestly, I want to give them the proper chance, like let them grow, give them the opportunity to grow that nobody else would give them, just maybe because of their skin color or something like that. Hey, Mister.
I'm pulling up statistics on women that make more than their man divorce rate.
Oh Lord, oh yeah, that's a good one. I think we need women empowerment though. We need to empower a woman.
Okay, ooh, I like that you said that. So you know they have women empowerment. Do you ever hear any conferences for men empowerment? Do they put on concerts and conferences for men empowerment? I never heard of a men empowerment.
I have before.
But
If you type that shit in, it probably pops straight up.
Yeah, but it's not as fluent or as fluid as women empowerment.
Is it as big? Is it as mainstream? As celebrities come out just like they do on women empowerment movement?
I mean, I couldn't tell you, bro. Honestly.
I can tell you now, I don't think so.
It says divorce risk is greater if a wife earns more than her husband.
Mm.
How do you feel about that?
Well, look up what the divorce rate in general is, period. And ask me, does that hold any relevancy after looking that number up? If the divorce rate is anything over 50%, that shit don't fucking matter anyway.
Divorce rate is very high. Let me just do 2024. Let me do 2024 since that's the last year we're just getting out of. 2024 divorce rate. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
What you eating? Damn, gummy worms or some shit?
Hell yeah, you know me, gang. You know me, gang. I'm gonna have a gummy worm and a blunt when I'm 80 years old, goddamn, talking about this to my grandkid. Okay.
What the stats look like?
Let's see what we talking, man. I want just an actual number. As of now, the divorce rate in 2024 is not yet available, so they won't give it to me. So let's do 2023.
23, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And while you looking that up, think about.
Yeah, I want you to ask me some. I want you to interview me. Ask me some questions.
But I'm still just even thinking about. I got you. But I'm still just even thinking about.
All right, so it says 2023 birth rate in the United States estimate that around 2.9 to 3.0 divorce per 1,000 people.
What's a
to
percentage?
me that's a so basically if you have 1,000 people, 3% of that, you know what I'm saying? So if you do a
Oh, hold up.
Hey, don't let negativity get to you.
so
Why is this shit? Nah, this shit is actually whack though. Why are they making it so hard to just find a goddamn
The right statistics.
percentage? They talking about over the goddamn between 2012 and 2022. Man, just tell me what the fucking rate was last year. Like that shit is insane. So, from 2012 to 2022, what is this? within the last year.
Okay, so it says in 2024, most divorces were initiated by the woman. 69% were initiated by the women, and 31% was initiated by the men. What's your take on that?
Say that again.
That 69% of the women are divorcing over the 31% of men in 2024.
She found my take. Hey, I'll tell you my take. She found another nigga.
Yeah.
Or he was cheating and she was tired of his shit. That's what all the women gonna say.
Yeah, I'm gonna say what a man gonna say. The fuck? She found another nigga. She probably moved in quick with the relationship right after, which means she already knew the nigga.
Appreciate it.
Moving right in.
So,
right after, like it was quick. Like,
hold up. So, if this should say the national marriage rate for 2022 was 16.7. That means that 17 out of every 1,000 women over a certain age got married. The national divorce rate for 2022 was 7.1. So, or 7. So if that's 17 out of 1,000, and then the divorce rate was 7 out of 1,000, then that means that's damn near half. It's like 40% or something. 7 to 14, 7 times 2 is 14. So then another goddamn 3. So like, yeah, like 30, between like 30 and 40% was the fucking divorce rate in 2022. Even with that goddamn shit, you feel me? If we want to say 40%, if we want to say 35%, right? Does whether the man making more money or the woman make more money have too much of an effect on that? Like I know what the stat says, like there's a higher percentage of it, but if the rate is 40%, how much of that 40% do you think is because the woman was making more money?
It was 69%. And out of that 69%, my guess was probably about 15% of those women were making more money.
all right, so I got a better question. Do women stay because of comfortability of the man making more?
I think a lot of women stay in relationships for security reasons. Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah.
I would agree.
And
Absolutely.
then do us men in general take advantage of that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I can't speak on other niggas.
I mean, statistically speaking, look at it. Men who make more money statistically cheat. When they women statistically stay. So one can argue
specific to that.
So one can argue that men who make more money use the advantage of their being a security system for their women to not leave them. Yes. One can make that argument.
I think that's a good argument, actually.
But
if she signed a prenup or she's not your wife, but you take care of her, she will stay while you do things that is not pleasant to her or mistreat her until she is ultimately fed up. Absolutely. For security,
I was gonna say that because they marry rich, but you said the prenup, so that disclosed that.
Right. I'm
well,
right.
Okay, but the thing that I want to bring into the realm of this conversation in this moment is the fact that just observing that we're speaking towards clearly two different type of women. if we think about even just thinking about the type of woman who is the woman that's making more money than her counterpart versus the woman that is not making more money than her counterpart, or might not be making any money at all, and is with that man for whatever those security reasons are. It's two different mindsets, even just speaking to that, right?
Absolutely. But we was focusing on more of the women who don't make more money than their man, and reason why they stay.
Hey, Poet, you got any questions for us or for me?
Look at him over here squeezing.
I'm ready.
You ready? You ready for a question? Are you happy? Are you happy,
Nigga,
BB?
yeah, like I'm happy in people. I'm happy. Actually, yeah, I'm happy in people. I'm happy that actually I thought about this question like earlier this week. I'm happy with the people around me. I'm more happy for the people around me than I am myself because
Okay,
I know I got me.
but is BheeYou happy?
BheeYou is happy. Marquise is happy. Skeet is happy. All three of me is happy. So,
you self and your alter egos, huh? Okay.
Right, all three of me is happy, and my happiness comes from seeing good from the people around me. That's where my happiness come from. Cause if y'all straight and I'm down, nigga, I'm hitting y'all up, and you know I know y'all got me. You know, I know y'all got me. So yes, are you happy?
Absolutely, always. What are
Yes.
you hopeful for the new year? Just 2025. What are you most excited for in this year? What is something you most excited about accomplishing, or future accomplishments that you want to accomplish before the year is out?
This art for change. I'm mostly excited for this because I know, boy, we about to take off, and I know for sure. I'm already excited. I'm already ready to celebrate what we're about to do.
I love that.
I ain't gonna play with it. I'm already ready to celebrate. So yeah, this is what I'm mostly excited about. And
I'm gonna go back and watch this video, and I'm like, this is the type of confidence and determination and faith you gotta have in yourself and your dreaming and it become reality. Because
and the thing is, and the thing is, I didn't want to do this. But then once we started it, like I realized that I needed this. You know, I didn't want to do this at all. Like I done turned Mister down so many times. But I didn't want to do this.
So,
oh, okay, I see you.
explain. Go a little bit deeper on that. Initially, as you said that, it made me think about how, like, when we talk about what a need is versus a want, and you even said specifically, you said I didn't want to do this,
but I needed.
But then I found out that I needed to. I think about in the same realm of how, like, myself as an artist, how whether it's like me just writing or me actually like rapping, or the process of me actually releasing a song or a project, I realized that, like, that art form and that space for creation and expression, like, I needed it in a completely different way than I thought before. Is that just I wanted to be a rapper, I wanted to make music and shit, you feel me? I realized I needed that shit. So yeah, go a little bit deeper about what you mean.
All right, so what I mean about that is I do podcasts before we started this, and I realized it after we started over the phone, because you know I got to a better space in my head that, like, my friends call me, certain friends call me, and I'm already doing that. And I didn't want to be on camera. I didn't want to do none of that. But I feel like certain people they could benefit off what I say, and they need it. That's the difference between the want and the need. I didn't want to do it, but I feel like I needed to do it for everybody who's watching, like all of my friends, like, because I've been doing this my whole life, just not on this platform at all. Like, I just been talking on the phone, and then sharing struggles, which is a good thing. Like, that comes with the question I asked you, how black men can't show emotion or weakness, and we can't talk about our problems or anything like that. So yeah, that's where, and I don't know how the hell Mister convinced me to do it, but I don't know how to go, because everybody asked me to do a podcast. Like, everybody, he was on the phone with several people who spoke about them. He did a podcast with you, So I was like, yo, I don't know. He caught me at the right time, like you lucky motherfucker.
Bro, and it's
I needed it, and then like, it's therapeutic. Actually, it's therapeutic, and that's the best word I can use to describe it. Therapeutic. It's probably for me and the listeners and all of us. It's therapeutic. It's a way to vent, because men don't talk enough. Especially, I mean, we could talk about rap and all that, but we don't talk enough about ourselves.
It's funny that you mentioned essentially that you had always been doing this in different form or fashions, not just necessarily on
Platform.
A platform, because I definitely can remember instances of, like, how we were speaking to earlier before we got on, back at A&T freshman year, and whether we be, you feel me, smoking, having a session, or whether we be down there slapping some spades, you feel me, you would always randomly just ask questions. Like, you would just throw something, you feel me, in the loop and shit, you feel me, and it would be like how we is now, like a question get asked, niggas go in, next question get asked, you feel me, we in a cipher, you know what I'm saying, and
go around the circle,
so it's like that's
Justice
actual.
Taylor, we didn't see your comment, and we agree. Y'all go ahead. Justice Taylor, she's on Instagram. Y'all go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just facts. You know what I'm saying? You have actually been doing this, you know what I'm saying, for a while in different forms and fashions. And it's definitely, and as I think about it, even back then, and let me know how you feel about what I'm about to say, but I feel like that potentially was even subconsciously the beginning of learning about yourself and other men and how we communicate and navigate conversation and emotions. Because even I could tell, we, especially at certain instances, we could tell, you feel me, like a nigga ask a certain question and all of us are literally like, look, like, boy, what the hell are you going through? Type, you know what I'm saying, type shit, you feel me? Or, boy, you know what I'm saying, do we need to roll another one? Nigga, roll another one up.
Let me tell you, hey, that's when BheeYou started. That's when BheeYou started. Because I learned that, I don't know, I think we got high off Mango Kush that day or whatever. That's when Kush just got out, and we got high off Mango Kush. And like, something hit me, nigga. I was like, nigga, I'm gonna just say what the fuck on my mind. And then I just kept doing it for the past 17 years. And it's helped me more than it hurt me. Like my mouth get me in trouble now. Don't get me fucked up. I don't give a fuck who you is. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say what I want. But it's helped me more than it hurt me, because closed mouths don't get fed.
Right.
And so and then that's when BheeYou started. That's literally when we went to college. Nigga, me and Mister was riding to TI. You can have whatever you like. 08, when that shit dropped, TI, you can have whatever you like, all that,
Fire.
So yeah, it's definitely helped me more than it hurt me. And then I brought a lot out of my friends with those questions that you spoke about. I brought a lot because people, like, men don't talk. We just fucking hump it up, and we got like a straight line, like you said. We hump it up, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. I got a random kind of question just popped in my head.
Let's get it. I'm ready for that.
Dipping back to keeping it a little art for changey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What? And I want to hear y'all's, and I'll share mine as well. What was one of the most influential musical projects, or maybe just moments of experiencing an art or an art form that either just like affected you in that much of a major way, or it just created one of those timeless, unforgettable moments for you that you'll always cherish and never be able to forget?
I can tell you right now, the warm up. J. Cole dropped the warm up.
Talk about it a little bit. Just
that's the first time I ever like, and he was Frontville. You know, we Frontville. That's the first time, like, and this was like 07, so it's like going into college, which made me who I am now, BheeYou, because he was so vulnerable, very vulnerable. Like, he tell you all his problems, tell you everything that's going on.
This is the girl of my dreams.
Yeah, it's like the storytelling, nigga, everything. I remember going to the neighborhood, like, y'all listen to this nigga, like, yo, listen to him, like, yo. Yeah, but he was vulnerable and he was good at it. And then, because I used to love Tupac, like, and he reminded me of Pac, like, with his storytelling, all that. So that kind of had something to do with me right now. That kind of had something that molded me into who I am now. And nigga, I still go back. And then he just dropped his new tracks this year on, he dropped the mixtapes on iTunes, so Apple iTunes, so Apple Music. So I go back and listen to that over his other shit anyway. But I do listen to his other shit because of the growth he had and everything. And I grew with him. Like, nigga, y'all know that's my favorite artist, no matter what. Nigga, I'm front stage. When I go to the concert, nigga, I can touch the stage like every time.
What about you, Tom?
I mean, can you talk about my earliest remembrance of music, man? I think my earliest remembrance of music that had a major impact on me, or just art in itself, was Michael Jackson, bro. Like seeing Thriller for the first time, seeing the fucking moonwalk for the bro. I was a fanboy. I wanted to be Michael fucking Jackson, bro.
Bro, when he hit the little forward lean shit.
Smooth Criminal? What?
Yeah.
Bro, mama, bro, they had to buy me everything, every Christmas, every fucking birthday. Nigga, I wanted the Michael Jackson videos on a fucking cassette, nigga, because I wanted to be this nigga, bro. I wanted the gloves, the dancing, man. All right. So yeah, I think art is impressionable, and I think, at an early age, music and just seeing how. Bro, because do you know people used to just scream when Mike just standing still, bro? Motherfuckers would pass with Mike
like
just
10 minutes,
still, bro. Like I don't think no one would ever have that type of impact on the world like Michael Jackson had, bro. They say Beyonce is the new Michael. Ain't no fucking way. They say Chris Brown is the new Michael Jackson. Excuse me, I'm a Chris Brown fan. Ain't no fucking way. The closest performance person we got to Michael Jackson is Chris Brown, as far as performance. But as far as just icon, no fucking way. No fucking way.
Hey, Thriller video used to scare me though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's like the Bone Thugs and Harmony video. Crossroads, like, hold up, dude. Hey, what the hell going on?
Seeing that soul lead the body?
Yeah, like, hold up, nigga. I'm scared a little bit. Hold up. I wish I was lying.
Only the poet East Wizard can come on our podcast and interview us.
us.
Yeah. You know, I'm a natural with it too a little bit. You did. So check.
Some and you, Mister. Like, listen to him.
You know. I do this. I facilitate in the whole space. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I do know about the design shoes. Yeah. I do know about it. But so mine is, and it's a little bit different. It's a beautiful thing about these type of things, so you feel me, be able to hear like different perspectives and moments, and I'm sure we all have more than just the ones that we talked about. But yeah, even just to speak to one of them. But for me, even when I asked the question, it kind of immediately popped up for me. And yeah, I know as I say it, both y'all will definitely immediately be able to understand. But so yeah, graduated high school in 2008. And so and that's weird because right now, for some reason, this shit says album 2010 as I'm looking at it on the YouTube music app. And I know that I'm not tweaking. And I don't know if this is some of that butterfly effect, some of that timeline shift bullshit that, you know what I'm saying, be going on. But I have all the receipts for what I'm about to say. And I'm correct. I'm thinking exactly correct. So whatever they saying about this 2010 shit is cap. 2008 when I graduated from high school.
It's a little bit. Don't say. All right.
2008 when I graduated from high school, literally, and it's actually hilarious. So not only did the Olympic Jordan 6s drop that Saturday morning, back in 2008, the Olympic Jordan 6s dropped, and also Lil Wayne Carter 3 dropped. Do you understand how fucking epic it was riding to graduation morning, bumping the Carter 3 fresh? First listen, bumping the Carter 3 fresh on the way to graduate high school? The time period where we feeling the most invincible in our entire lives? My niggas, that shit was one of the most spectacular music experiences, like, to this date, bro.
So
and
that's like a nigga we made it experience.
Bro, look at the track list, bro. Mr. Carter with Jay-Z, Millie, Got Money with T-Pain, Phone Home, Tie My Hands with Robin Thicke, Mrs. Officer with Bobby V, Let the Beat Build, Lollipop, bro, Carter 3, 2008, right in the high school graduation was insane, bro. Like, that's one of the most, it's like, how can I ever forget that album drop?
Right.
Like, it dropped on, like, bro, you feel me? Because I was pissed, and it's crazy because now shout out to my boy Evo. Shout out my boy Evo. I got them 6s now, the Olympic 6s that they dropped on graduation morning, because I wasn't able to get them joints because I hadn't got my graduation money yet. You feel me? Like, I literally had the bread like an hour later to get them bitches, you feel me? But I didn't have that shit beforehand. But one of my homeboys who had gotten them joints on that morning, and they wore them to graduation and shit, you feel me? Them and a couple of the other homies, they wore them to graduation with the cap and gowns. They was fresh as shit. I ain't even gonna cap. But goddamn, my homie sold them to me and shit, you feel me? Like, later down the line, I done had them joints for a few years now. I still got them, you feel me, put up. But hell yeah, I got them joints. But yeah, that drop, crazy. Yeah, I'll never forget it, bro. I
heard you talk about spades, though. You know, I was the greatest spades player.
The greatest. This guy.
I mean,
I was the greatest. Like I said earlier, Antonio wanted to be my partner every time.
Wanted to be your partner. Man,
that is street gossip.
That is street gossip. Hey, Hey, what did Charlemagne say? He said the craziest people in the world was from New York and Florida. You gotta watch them Florida motherfuckers.
Hey yo.
That was the great. Hey, me and Poet, hey, we used to play together too and whoop everybody ass. And me and Antonio used to whoop everybody ass.
Matter of fact, hold up.
When you play against me, you getting that ass whooped.
Hey, hold up. Watch this.
But if I played against you, got my ass whooped, I had a rookie.
Hey.
And I was running house with the rookie until you came in there cheating.
Hey, keep me one. Hey. I said I ain't slapped him. I ain't slapped him in a while, but guess what? If anybody want to slap some spades, you can run one-on-one spades, nigga. We know how to bust it down. We can run one-on-ones if you want to. I keep me one.
What you said, Mister? Hold up. What you said? I heard a little chatter in the back.
Yeah. You heard it. I can speak up. I said, if you beat me, I must have had a rookie, and me and the rookie was running the house until you came in there cheating.
How cheat if you ain't stopped it? Like, what's going on? Like, yo.
Hey, look, you was gonna be my partner on the next hand. I couldn't let the people know what you was doing.
Hey, see, Poet, that lets you know he relied on me.
Look how that man switched my words around. I love it.
Nah, we all three of us was some damn ball spades players. We used to run like everywhere we went. They used to get mad at us.
Yeah, I'm a real
spades.
Yeah, I'm a real demon because my poker face pretty mean.
Yeah.
Whether I got a dime hand or a deuce, you feel me?
Yeah.
You gonna get the same. You know what I'm saying? I play my shit a certain way. You did.
Yeah. Hey, look. No matter what we got, we ain't got nothing.
Honestly,
and we don't play sandbag.
Hey, honestly.
Yeah.
I ain't got it.
Gotta watch you niggas.
I went to school with niggas like you.
We got give them false encouragement.
Then be that, but see,
go ahead.
But see that
7. We'll go 5.
But see, even that come with veteran shit. You feel me? Because and that just come with the player. I mean, I ain't about to say it now on this live. You feel me? But we know how to beat that strategy too and shit. You feel me? When niggas want to pull the underbid game, you know what I'm saying? We know how to counteract that at this point in our stage career. You know what I'm saying? I'll let the rookie still figure it out though. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Like, hey, you got more questions for me?
Shit. Goku or Vegeta, and why?
I think Goku, only because like I don't know, niggas seem more positive than me. To me. But I understand Vegeta. But I think Goku, and then like it's just the positivity. Look at the shirt, nigga. Look at my shirt right now. Let's see what it says. Yeah, no negativity.
I'm gonna go Vegeta.
Why? Because he had all the odds against him.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna go Vegeta in respect to our previous topic because he's a prime example of a man who Shorty had explicitly more money than he had and shit. Goddamn, you feel me?
Yeah.
But he the one who got Bulma at the end of the day and shit. You feel me? A nigga who literally came to take over or ultimately destroy Earth. You feel me? Yeah. How the tables turn.
I got something that's gonna fuck you up.
But also on a more serious note though, I fuck with both Goku and Vegeta, and I fuck with both of the archetypes that they represent. It's a thing of balance, you know what I'm saying, as I spoke to earlier as well. And Vegeta, so there's And so if I think even just directly about the show as a whole, you feel me? And we think about other shows and other situations to where, people tend to attribute things to an individual character. But I actually feel like with the myriad of things that it shows, Dragon Ball Z is also one of those shows that actually shows us like how imperative like the team and like how many different roles are actually played and potentially there are to be played in the actual success or the win at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And saying that to say that for a lot of different reasons, and there are a lot of different instances where Vegeta directly or indirectly catalyzed that win. You dig? Even though he represents, I'll just say the darker spectrum, the darker archetype. You dig?
All right, so you trying to compare people. All right, so Denzel or Will Smith?
For me, Denzel.
Mm.
You want me to go in a little bit?
Yeah, because I don't agree. Let me go in first. I think. Nah, you go in first. You go in. Yeah, you go in. I'll let you
Okay.
go in.
Okay, and I'm
I'm not used to talking about movies. It's all around. Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna explicitly keep the slap out of this conversation. I'm gonna don't even say don't even say that. I'm gonna explicitly disregard all of my personal thoughts and feelings about the slap situation. You feel me? So essentially, I'm gonna be thinking about Will Smith pre-slap, and even still with that, yeah, I think I go Denzel because first of all, I don't think there's a single thing that I've seen Denzel. I don't think there's a single movie or role that I've seen Denzel play in that I didn't like. I don't think there's ever a moment in time where I've ever seen Denzel or like heard a snippet from an interview or anything and heard or received any type of energy that I didn't like. That's just off the top. I mean, him being a phenomenal actor, I think goes without saying. His um uh eh, I mean, yeah, you could definitely, I guess you could definitely say it about Will Smith, but definitely Denzel's ability to transcend different character types is phenomenal as well. And and then this definitely, I guess, is a more personal, but I like, and again, and also because of what I'm about to say, I don't know like what the fuck Denzel got going on and shit. You feel me? Even as we just spoke to, you know what I'm saying,
Be
earlier,
more
like
private,
yeah, everybody, you know what I'm saying, got a little bit of dirt or something that they might not be proud of or whatever you may say. But with that, I appreciate the fact that like Denzel, for the most part, is at least my experience, is that like he like kind of low key and out the way type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't seem to, you know what I'm saying, he ain't doing too much. He ain't, you know what I'm saying, caught up in no shit or in a lot of shit. And out of uh all or a lot of people, and this might be another topic for another night, but yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I do for some reason, yeah, I can still say at this point that like I do feel kind of iffy about people of color that have a certain amount of money. Just as far as like even my trust, like I don't trust. I'll say that I don't trust certain Black people or people of color who have a certain amount of money, but Denzel is somebody that for some reason that I think would technically fit into that class of people that have a certain amount of money, but I trust him. I don't feel like some of those other vibes that I get from other people. I feel like he's righteous for the most part in his whatever path it is that he's on and in his life's work. So,
All right, you got me fucked up. I think Will Smith has more range acting wise. Just clear off acting, like nothing personal. I feel Will Smith, and I would choose Will Smith over Denzel acting wise. Like from shit, you can even call a rapper an actor because I mean Drake's an actor too. Like from rapping to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, to that movie Pursuit of Happiness, 7 Pounds. He got range like Bad Boys, comedies. Like so, I feel I would choose Will Smith over Denzel.
I would immediately counter that and say that I feel like you might be confusing range for a nigga to be able to adapt his natural self into certain aspects, into a lot of aspects of certain roles. Like even directly when you mention Bad Boys, or even let me even just start by even all the way back to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That nigga wasn't doing no major acting. That was him. I understand natural talent, if you will, and if you want to call it that, but it wasn't acting. He wasn't reaching to perform any shit. He was just being him.
So now you're actually helping me. Then you're helping my argument.
No, it's not, because Denzel doesn't have a lot of instances of that. He has what true range is what he's showing in any of the titles that you would mention from him. And like kind, you could say that a lot that a majority you could try to argue that a lot of his roles maybe have a similar character style. You feel me? And so he in the same, you could try to say that he doesn't have he's not
I was gonna say.
Straining to like achieve anything. You feel me? But
but like Will Smith got so many different ranges. So and don't get me wrong, I fuck with both of them, obviously. Like they're two of the top two. Like so, I get it, but yeah, I would choose Will Smith, and I would.
King Kong ain't got nothing.
What you think?
Oh,
I ain't good.
Yeah. And so and Will Smith slapped the shit out of Chris Rock ass.
Hey,
God
damn. I want to go get into that, but hey, would you have?
Hell no.
Yeah, and
I agree
with that.
I would have beat this, bro. We would have been throwing hands on that motherfucking stage, bro. Oh God, he would have had to knock my head off my shoulders, bro, on the set.
Hey, bro. And the nigga sat down for the rest of the show with his wife too.
Gang, like it's the same argument I've had from day one. It's the same argument I had from day one, gang. This man, his entire career as a comedian, Chris Rock is a fucking comedian. He was hired to host this award show as a comedian. You feel me? This isn't the first time that this has ever happened in history where a comedian has hosted an award show. Yeah. You feel me? You know what comes with a comedian hosting. The nigga's gonna crack jokes. You feel me? And just like conversations that have been happening, and even from their standpoint, you feel me, from comedians, you dig the culture of getting the people to understand, especially in a situation where, like, bro, you paid for this, you come to this. I'm telling jokes. You got to get the fuck out of your feelings. You can't take shit to heart and goddamn and get emotional and shit when you know that this is the territory. It's a difference if you didn't. Goddamn, you feel me? It comes with it. And then additionally, at the end of the day, people are entitled to their own opinion and position. My position is what the fuck he said was not bad at all. Bro, jokes we've said worse shit to each other.
Oh yeah, nigga.
You feel me?
The shit I would say to you or Antonio or y'all say the shit to me back, yeah.
Bro, and correct me if I'm wrong, but more or less, the nigga, all Chris Rock literally said was, "See you in the next G.I. Joe."
Yeah.
Ain't that what he said? Catch you in the next G.I. Joe movie.
But just to counter that, I agree with you, but
that wasn't even.
People have trigger moments too, though.
But Shorty, like, fuck that, you're frail and fragile. You had some mental health shit going on or something that you need to go on and admit because your Shorty did not activate. She's the one that just fucking that the joke is against. You feel me? How the fuck you gonna be goddamn feeling some type? I get that, like, your wife, you're a part, but genuinely, how the fuck you gonna be feeling overly some type of way that your Shorty not even feeling no type of way about? You feel me? Now, if Jada would have walked up on stage and slapped him and shit, you feel me? We wouldn't even be having this fucking conversation right now. Cause then that would even make sense. Yeah. Even just from that simple standpoint. You told the joke against me. Hold up. Even if it was just that, and you would admit that and say that, I got alopecia or whatever the fuck going on. I took that shit to fucking heart. I reacted. You feel me? I walked up, I slapped the nigga live on camera. That would make fucking sense. You feel me? For Will Smith to do it in the way that he did in this shit, you feel me? That shit was just whack. You feel me?
It was whack, but he did it in a good fashion. It looked real smooth. I ain't gonna lie to you. He did it smoothly.
He did it.
I wouldn't have did it, but
he did it in a way that made it. You really had to question at first whether that shit was staged or not.
Yes, exactly.
You really had to question whether that shit was staged or not, gang.
Yeah, I agree. Mister.
I think I'm playing devil advocate on this one simply because, and I don't agree that you should allow someone to get you out of character where you striking them. I think as soon as that happens, that person has won. They have cracked your Da Vinci Code. They have allowed their actions to allow you to react. So I do not agree with the slap, but I'm going to be his lawyer. So, and being his lawyer,
I like this.
My client on several occasions has been the target or the butt end and his entire family of this particular man's jokes. And my client on the biggest night of his career, and it being the joke from the particular person about his wife while she's going through something that is actually real, he felt the need to do something to protect her honor in the defense that he's seen how she responded to the gesture and knowing his woman personally versus what we've seen on the camera. Now, I don't agree that my client should have got up and struck Mr. Rock, but I will say that Mr. Rock has been antagonizing my client and his family by always seeming to make innuendos and butt ends about my client's family. He done spoke about my client's son. He done spoke about my client's daughter. He done spoke about my client's wife on multiple occasions, and he done spoke about my clients personally. So on the biggest night of my client's career, this same person who's always been talking shit got, in my opinion, what he might have deserved just in the wrong setting.
Damn, that was powerful. Hold the fuck up. That was powerful. I like that. Damn, you gotta be my lawyer. Hey, hold on. Hey. Say, hey, have your people call my people.
Nigga, you are his people.
Or have our people call me.
The fuck? The fuck is going on?
Yeah.
I hear that.
Part 2 with the poet East Wizard, and this has been the second. No, I lied to you. This would be the third longest podcast we had, and he's got the third one. Excuse me, he has the second one, and now he has the third longest podcast that we done had.
Say that. Say that, man. We might have to make this a monthly appearance or something.
So we're gonna have to do it like Kendrick Lamar.
He's
like,
just gonna be
part.
He's gonna be a
part
guest host
two.
eventually. You know what I mean? That's just what it's gonna be, bro. You know what I'm saying, Mister the poet East Wizard coming and chop it up with us. That's all it's gonna be.
Yeah, little pop-ups every now and then when that.
Is that gonna be? There's nothing wrong with it because you gotta keep dropping new music and you gotta have a place to promote it.
Oh yeah. Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, what you're doing
Especially-
right now is art. You create art rolling up right now. That's art.
Yeah. You know how we do.
Origami, is that what it is?
I ain't lost a single step in shit. You feel me? If anything, I just got better. I further perfected. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
I remember I used to roll the blunts. Remember I used to roll the blunts with my hand like that. Poet.
Roll the blunts of CBD.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, CBD.
I remember this nigga walking in the rain, rolling a blunt. Nigga, we walking down in Greensboro. This nigga walking in the rain, rolling a blunt.
And that bitch then was not a single. That bitch was
no,
dry as
no
cotton
seed,
when we.
Nothing went out. It never went out. Nothing, bro.
That thing was dry as cotton. You go to spark that thing up. We were walking down to the basketball court. I remember that one.
Yeah. I like this nigga. Okay.
What future projects do you have on the way, poet?
I got one project that I think I'm calling. Hold up.
Hey, send me a feature, man. I might hop on. I got a mic. You see the mic, nigga? I might hop on.
Don't be
play with me.
bullshitting, bro.
I still got it.
I got opens. I got some dead stock open verses sitting
Big
on this
BheeYou,
one.
nigga. Come on now.
Yeah. But
He said big BheeYou, not the little one.
Nigga,
I definitely got artificial intelligence 2 coming in the future. I got I think I might have a manifestation 2 coming, but I might end up calling it something else. I think I got a tape called Final Notice coming, and then yeah, I don't got a name for this one yet, or I think I do, but I can't remember it right now. But yeah, man, I got some stuff on wax and some other stuff that's still in the processes right now, currently as we speak. So definitely stay tuned and definitely go check out what's already out there. You feel me? I got a real long catalog, real solid music for folks. Larry the Poet on all platforms, whatever you listening to it on.
All right, I want to say, hey, one thing I want to say, I'm proud of all of us black kings. I'm proud of us.
Queens, nigga.
Huh?
Kings, nigga. It's like you was finna say queens. I say we ain't no queens, nigga. We king.
Oh no, you got some long hair.
Hey yo,
Hey.
that boy.
So you jealous? I ain't get. So you jealous because the dreads are dropping or what?
That boy slicing
They
tonight.
look good, you know.
Bro, that shit kind of fresh, boy.
Hey, poet, you got something for us or what? You gonna drop something? You gonna spit something? You gonna do something for us? This
is
what kind of art you got for us tonight?
Is Roxy on?
I don't know. Rox, if you're in the comments, make a comment. If you still watching, get in the comments. The poet wants to know if you're on. I don't know if she's on or not.
No, yeah, I'm ready. Hey, I'm about to hit this after, boy. Celebration blunt.
Let me find out. You got a celebration blunt over there. Hey, shouts out to everybody on Instagram. We see you. If y'all come over to YouTube, y'all can actually interact with us live and get in the comments, and we can respond to you in real time. Okay.
I might just Oh, okay. She here. I want to cause she asked last time. So yeah, let me play something. Let me see. Hold on, let me find it first, and then I'm gonna do the whole
YouTube Art for Change podcast. You have to put podcasts on there. If you put Art for Change, a lot of stuff comes up. You have to put Art for Change podcast on YouTube. You'll find out live, and you come in the comments, and we can bring up your comments in real time. Also, for the listeners that will be listening to this on audio platforms, we go live typically on 9 p.m. throughout the week. You have to catch us on our Instagrams. We sometimes put promotions on when we go live, and sometimes we do a pop-up live. So you just have to stay tuned and be dialed in. But hit your bell and your notifications on our YouTube channel and on our Instagram so that you can know when we are going live. 9 p.m. is on Eastern time is generally when we go. And no telling who we're gonna have on here next. This is Art for Change.
Y'all can see me?
We can see and get our merch.
Okay.
And get our merch. Posh by Foxy. You know
definitely go do that.
Get us directly. Get in touch with her for you.
I actually want to play this joint down here, but just to just show y'all I got a decent little catalog, you feel me, once I started actually putting all of my stuff out there, but from Manifestation going all the way back through some of these albums and projects, you feel me, like I definitely got a lot for folks to check out, including all the singles. I'm gonna play this joint off of Till Further Notice, this album right here, Until Further Notice. It was this this project that I had created when my grandfather had died. I remember I had went into a little slump, and then I remember one day kind of spirit had just hit me, and I had wrote a lot of music the end of that week, and this project was just 3 of those songs that it came out of that week that I wrote that music. My grandfather died, and it's just it's a song and a visual that has a lot of depth to it, and I feel like it's a low key. It's kind of what's the word? It's definitely underappreciated, slept on, if you will. But we're gonna check that joint out real quick.
Crack, pass the blunt and then roll me a joint. Fuck with scissor, yeah, that my little joint. Call me Rush, you know I got a Jones. Just like business that get to the point. Using my voice since I got a choice. Using my tongue, now I got a moist. I got the juice, yeah, I got the sauce. I got a crystal, I got a torch. I got them raps, I know she adore. Covered in jewels, you know I'm adorned. Been a queen since the day you was born. I been that nigga the day you gon' learn. I got the title, yeah, it was earned. Straight out the bullhead, yeah, from Durham. I done always been a man of my word. Never cap, so I was never concerned. Stay in line, I'm ahead of the curve. It's my time, I've been ready to swerve. I'm the Wiz, I'm a guardian first, but all my demons been ready to purge. Hit a rhymes, you can tell he a nerd. State of mind, probably better than yours. I've been keeping a positive outlook. Your vibrations of negative worth. To be me is a curse and a gift. Came from the bottom, how worse can can it get? To be me, you go down with the ship, but that don't mean you got drown with the shit. To be me, you got stand on your energy. My ancestors gon' handle their enemies. I'm one-on-one, ain't no many me's. I know the music was missing me. Been doing this shit, I got history. Know the formula, I got the chemistry. Keep it smooth, but I flow with intensity. Niggas mad cause I know my identity. Pen and pad niggas know I was writing these, and them same niggas know I was killing these. Singing my soul to the symphony. They call me Poe the epitome. Pass the blunt and then roll me a joint. Fuck with scissor, yeah, that my little joint. Call me Royce, you know I got a Jones. She like wizards that get to the point. Using my voice since I got a choice. Using my tongue and I got a moist. I got the juice, yeah, I got the source. I got a crystal, I got the torch. Ain't on me before I hopped off the porch. You met me when the dirt had been done. Number 4 had a spot in the north. I was still on the south, my youngest. City on fire, so we strapped up. Probably find me where the lack was. Probably find me rolling backwood. Probably find me where the sack was. You know me as the west from the east, but they knew me as crack in the streets. Niggas wonder what happened to me, though nobody wonder what's cracking with me. I was smart, so I mastered defeat. Beat them charges, came back to the D. Niggas know it was back to the basics. That pressure turned crack to a king. No, I never could pass on my dreams. I can never turn back on my team. Niggas capping, they rapping, I'm singing, so they get scared when I'm back on the scene. Niggas be funny, that's why the money always been attracted to me. And I've been hungry, so on the low, I've been stacking and stashing these beats. I've been known that my gap was a gift. Gotta learn how to package the shit. You can never say crack was a snitch. I don't know what the package was saying. If you want, you can ask my little brother. He say he gon' be back in a minute. I can tell he was lacking attention. When my brother come back, he gon' spin it. I pour from my palette of wisdom. Niggas clap, but they lacking intention. No, I'm still down for the mission. Channel thoughts from that outer dimension. I grew a crown for the kingship. I wrote a song for the distance. I rode away in the spaceship. Gotta follow my heart's intuition. In the joint. You know what's that get to the point. Just got a choice. I gotta.
Hey, that was a dope ass concept right there, boy.
And shout out to Chuck. Chuck made this beat. Let that bitch build and shit. You feel me? Shout out to Chuck. Original Chuck on the beat.
Hey, yeah, we know Chuck. Yeah, we know him. Yeah, we gotta bring him on too. Yeah, we know Chuck.
Easy.
Mm-hmm. My nigga Charles. Yeah.
Oh, appreciate it. Big love.
All right, Mister.
Hey, bro, take me out and bring me back in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up, brother?
What up?
What's happening with it? What's happening?
Good episode.
Yeah.
Episode. It's always good. Always growing.
You good, poet?
I'm straight for right now. Am I lagging on y'all end, or is that just for me?
I think it might just be you. You good over here?
Be you. Hey, all you gotta do is be you.
Yeah, no, I can rock with it then. As long as we good on the output, you feel me? Then
yeah, you're good. I hear you clearly. You're good.
Yeah, appreciate the love, Roxy and Brody. He said I love the 3. It's like hear no evil. Yeah. So definitely, yeah. As I said, it's got a lot of depth to it. It's speaking to a lot of different aspects and archetypes.
How is the process of making that though? Because it looked like it's 3 of you, and it's so clear. Like technology crazy nowadays. Like
I did that myself too, gang.
And then I see you in the middle. You the middle one, just not saying too much. On the middle one, just smoking your shit.
No, did you hear what I just said though? I did that myself too, gang. I shot that video myself and edited it myself.
Oh, that's fire. So you had
Oh,
like a tripod
shit.
set up the whole time?
Yeah.
Man.
I don't even be because that don't even be a big deal to me and shit like that type shit. Like I literally be doing shit like that just to like to keep my mind, you feel me, like working and growing and shit, you feel me, and to like not feel like I'm wasting time and shit too. Like I'm in the studio, shit. I got a camera, I got space, I got some music. I might not necessarily got enough bread to pay the cameraman right now and shit. You feel me? Fuck it. Let me shoot some scenes. Let me goddamn get the download. Let me goddamn fuck around. Let me look at a couple YouTube videos. Let me learn some editing knowledge and shit. You feel me? Let me do something. You know what I'm saying? Just let me activate in some type of way, type shit, and shit like that just comes out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was just yeah, it was definitely a and yeah. If you was to watch it back a couple times, you'd be able to start to key in to the story that I'm telling, you feel me, through my, even like how Skeeter just said earlier, he was like, you know what I'm saying, BheeYou, Marquise, and Skeet. Well, what you just witnessed was the poet, the wizard, and crack. You feel me? You just witnessed the Virgo, the Libra, and the Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? You just witnessed, as bro just said, hear no, see no, speak no. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of different, and then even as you again watch it a few times, you pay attention and key in on the actual individual characters themselves, and then are able to step back and then look at how that the individual actions translate into the collective and overall action. It just begins to unfold, and like I said, I just feel like it's really slept on. It's truly phenomenal, like what I did, even with just such a simple concept and the resources that I had to actually work with and produce that. It's yeah, it's showing that internal battle, you know. And just to like go into it a little bit, like as you see, it starts off the middle, the wizard, the Libra, you feel me, is speaking and is kind of commanding and holding the space, and the Scorpio, crack, you feel me, begins to try to speak and take over. The darkness, the dark side, begins to try to speak and take over from the jump. But then the Virgo, the poet, the light, you feel me, steps in, you feel me, with grace, you feel me, from the wizard, from the Libra, from the balance of the acceptance of that and the holding off of the darkness. As you pay attention, you'll see crack start to get frustrated at some of the things that the poet, that the light is saying.
I love it.
You feel me? Wait a minute, you feel me? Talking about you represent Durham, talking about you represent these crystals and this energy and shit, you feel me? I'm the one who got us through this shit. I'm the one who got now, you feel me? And you see the wizard and you see the balance saying, hold on, give him a second, let him cook, you feel me? And then very shortly after that, you hear me say, what did I say? Something, I'm ready to swerve. All my demons been ready to purge. You feel me? And he's like, oh, he honoring me though. He giving me my props. He not denying me. He not shunning me away. He recognized that I'm right here and that I'm fired up and that I'm ready to activate and shit. You feel me? Oh, and then, you know what I'm saying? He starts to get comfortable and he starts to begin to work to be more in cohesion. You feel me? Instead of being at such an extreme, you feel me, with the light. So by the time that the end of the first verse comes, you feel me, and it comes back to balance, and then the wizard, you feel me, just off the energy, you feel me, guides and translates, you feel me, from the light into the darkness, but in a healthy way, like I said, and I guided it in a righteous way so that it's like, okay, yeah, we got the light.
Yeah.
We showed the battle. We showed the resistance. We showed the breakthrough. We showing the transition, because now you have to understand these depths as well to bring it full circle and to get the full picture and to get that ultimate balance. You know,
You feel me?
you did. And then we go on the crack, where as you hear the bars and the content gets a little more darker, if you will, gets a little more street, it gets a little more real. It gets to talking about, you feel me, some of the activations and the traumas and just some of the real shit that came along with having to lean into the darkness and having to accept that darkness, you feel me, in certain moments and certain times, and how we made it through. And yeah, and by the end of it, it's just like, I understand you, you understand me, and we understand each other. You know what I'm saying?
Because we are all one.
Yeah, I was just about to say I am. You feel
Yes.
me? Yeah.
Hey, before we go,
I appreciate that commentary on your video of the song and the concept. I think if most artists did more commentary of where they went and where they was going with their art, a lot more people can relate to their music.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna start doing that with poetry. I think I'm gonna start like playing my poem back and then give you a commentary of what I was talking about. Eventually go to break down to people who are not maybe as intellectually sound or able to decode some of the codes and riddles within my lines. So I like that, brother. You just inspired me there.
And that's the beauty of spaces and programs like this, not just because of the inspiration that I was able to give you in this moment, but also because of how naturally and organically things like this seem to work full circle. Because in fact, me personally in my artistry, I've always been a person that has understood what you just said and have wanted to, but I've also always said that, like, and this might sound crazy, but it's always like, but I just got to keep it real. I've always said it like, but as far as this aspect of it, I don't want to, I don't want to put like a lot of major effort into me, like a lot of energy into me, like doing this, like as a thing, like me trying to like push this to people, like in the same way that I like generally like push a single or push a cover art or push the album, you feel me? But I more so wanted it to organically happen on a platform or a podcast or in an interview setting while we're naturally talking about the music. And then, by question or by naturally, it's like, oh yeah, and this is, some of the depths to the art, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so that's exactly what just happened here tonight. So it's beautiful. It just speaks to the importance and the power of what you're doing here, my brother.
Appreciate that.
Hey, I'm about to buy you a shirt that or a hoodie that say "You feel me."
You hear?
Hey, Rob, we got to get him a hoodie.
Address.
We got to get him a hoodie that say "You feel me." You know,
send me your address.
we trademarking that.
You feel me?
You feel me?
I did good tonight though. See, I kept it. You feel me?
You did,
it's just now. I mean, nigga, we at 12:30. You feel me? Like, y'all know how I be, bro. I'll be up at 6 o'clock, so y'all be having me out here all late. You dig? But yeah, I did good tonight. I kept it pretty PG-21, and I think we'll see in a couple hours. I think I gave y'all a lot of good clips tonight.
Nah, it was a great show tonight. It's like as always.
Hey, you make it easy for me to make you look good. You feel me?
You know.
You feel me?
Yeah. All praise due to the ancestors and the Most High.
Big Rock, I might need one too. You feel me?
Does anybody that's listening and watching, do any of y'all have any questions? I'm going to go over to Instagram now. So if you put your questions in the chat, I can ask. You can ask BheeYou. You can ask Mister Sapiosexual. You can ask the Poet East Wizard, aka Larry the Poet.
Yeah, ask me some questions. I like to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's 12 o'clock. Y'all need to go to bed.
Yeah,
Bro, it's
I'm
Friday.
I'm off tomorrow.
Them boys say it's
And
Friday.
it's the planetary alignment. Make sure you yeah. Make
said-
sure y'all
Make sure you look up in the sky at night. You might see something beautiful.
but make sure y'all take some facts on that. But make sure y'all take some time for yourselves. Actually take a moment, you feel me, for some meditation. You know what I'm saying? Like actually try to, you know what I'm saying, connect. Don't try to connect, you dig, and find that space and place of peace and that place of I am within yourself at some point tomorrow. And yeah, we just need to make sure that we are always taking time and for intentional breathing and for mindfulness, meditative practices, and things that help us to center and ground so that we can be thinking and activating and generally moving in a as much of a cohesive state as possible. Yeah, just wanted to offer that to folks. You know what I'm saying?
How often do you meditate? I ain't trying to prolong it, but how often do you meditate?
Every day in some form or fashion. But even the thing about meditation is, I know it might seem intimidating to a lot of folks, but even just 60 seconds can literally change your whole day. You know what I'm saying? As soon as
That's
you wake,
deep.
yeah, as soon as you wake up, before you do anything, if you just sit there on the edge of your bed and take 60 seconds, just close your eyes, take some deep breaths, and just try not to think about anything. Like I said, just try to be in that space of I am. You know what I'm saying? Just for 60 seconds. Even just that alone, you know what I'm saying? It can set the tone, you know what I'm saying, for your entire day.
Right. So is prayer meditation?
In
your opinion?
In my opinion, no. Mainly because of, again, from my perspective and opinion, there's a difference, and that's why they're different words.
Yeah. Okay.
And again, you know what I'm saying, people could argue differently, and I would agree. It is again, from my perspective, solely based on what it is that you're actually doing in your practice. So saying that to say that I believe that more so prayer is like asking, or not, let me say it like this. I feel like prayer is giving your power away. The way that people perform prayer, I'll say. I believe that meditation is reclamation of your power, the way that it is performed.
I agree with that because I feel like the minister could be a fucking pastor. How he like performs, like because he said perform, like man, he's bigger to prayer and stuff. So I definitely agree with that.
Just if you just listen to what he said about what to do to meditate, he said to take deep breaths in, to relax your mind, to try to think about nothing at all, and to just be in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
To pray is to be thinking about multiple things, to be asking and trying to receive multiple things, and to give worship on multiple things. So they cannot be one and the same, because one is requiring you to think heavenly, and one is requiring you not to think at all.
That makes sense. Yes.
And it even comes to even like the difference between saying I want something and saying I desire something.
Yes.
Even the vibration that you feel when you say those two words, you feel me, is immensely different. It makes you feel different. You feel me? That want, it feels like prayer energy, praying on somebody's praying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Meditation, medical, you feel me?
Okay.
It's it's just again, that reclamation, you feel me? Because, and again, in my own experience, you know what I'm saying? It's like that meditation gives me what I need to get through. Prayer like had me like waiting around. So you know what I'm saying? So to speak. Like, it's like, yeah, I come here and goddamn, like I said, and I got think about all of this shit, and I'm coming to ask for, you know what I'm saying, and do all of this, and then now it's like, okay, and then now I'm waiting. At least that's what it feels like, you know what I'm saying? The meditation is like, it empowers me to feel like, okay, yeah, this is what you can do. You know what I'm saying? This is how you can activate from this moment. These are the decisions that you can make in these moments.
Yeah. All right, Mister.
Shout out all your social, Mr. Poet East Wizard. To the people where they can find you, my boy.
Yes, sir. The only socials that I'm really active on right now is Instagram. And you can find me there at Poet East Wizard. Type that in the chat. And then you can find all of my music at Larry the Poet on all platforms, whatever you're listening to it on. And yeah, stay tuned. I definitely am going to have more visuals and a lot more music on the way soon for your viewing and listening pleasures. I appreciate everybody in the audience and my good brothers here on the cast, as always. You dig?
All you gotta do is be you.
And we appreciate you, brother. Anytime you want to come and share some good music with us, man, you welcome. Anytime you got an event and you want to promote it, you are welcome. If you want to come and just chop it up with the players over here at Art for Change, my brother, you are welcome.
Hey, you rolling that blunt right now. That's the art for change. That's the art too.
You did.
So if no matter what your talent is, whether you sing, whether you play an instrument, whether you write music, whether you perform dance, that is a form of art, whether you draw, whether you paint. If you are an artist and inspiring and you want a place to showcase your talent, get in touch with us over here at Art for Change. We want to hear from you. We want to promote you and help you build your brand. What you got for the people, BheeYou?
All you gotta do is be you. Let's go backstage. We can end poet session, and then we can end our show.
All right, Paul, we're gonna get you out of here for the night, my brother. It's a pleasure. It's always a pleasure and a blessing, my boy.
Man, you already know, man. Peace and love to the family.
Yes, sir, man. Keep affecting the world in a positive way, man, and doing what you're doing, arting for change.
Hey, poet, send me your address. You got a hoodie coming.
You feel me?
You feel me?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
what you guys say to the people? BheeYou?
I know. I like the good show, nigga. I'm ready to, I'm ready. I'm off tomorrow. I got time on the back patio. I'm chilling. Probably take my kids to do something tomorrow. Probably take them to, I don't know, Disney or anything. We'll do something random. They're gonna want to do something. It ain't too many days. I got Saturday and Sunday, y'all. So
he said, y'all know who made the money on the show, y'all. He said I may take my kids to like Disney or something tomorrow, you know, whatever, just something. Like Disney is somewhere casual. He takes his kids. Like I take my kids to a place called Epic or the trampoline park. He takes his kids to Disney.
Don't be like that. I went to school with people like you, brother. No, we had a good show, and I mean, I got time to do a show with just me and you for the rest of the weekend, maybe tomorrow or Sunday. It's up to you. We can do whatever. Write it up. It's strength in numbers.
We got a show with just the host is coming for you this weekend, man. Y'all stay in touch and get in touch with your boys, man. And anybody hop in the audience and want a link to the show, come on and pop in with us. We engaging with the audience tomorrow. Peace and love, everybody. It's been a long night, late night with Art for Change. Peace and love. We out of here.
BheeYou.
Art for Change.